Hey guys, Gamarjoba. Welcome to Georgia. You know Georgia is world famous for its winemaking that goes back several thousand years. Do I know much about wine? I sure don't, but there's something about wineries that I really enjoy. They're always surrounded by beautiful locations and friendly people. There are three major winemaking districts in Georgia: Eastern, Western, and Central. In this video we'll explore the eastern part, also known as Kahedi or Alazani Valley. So without further ado, let's start with winery number 1, Giwani Winery. The first winery we're going to start with is called Giwani, and they've been operating as a family winery since 1894. But since 2014, they've been more of a commercial company. So they've been in business for quite a while, and they have a really fantastic estate. So you can come here to wine taste, and you can also, they have a tiny hotel for 6 rooms, and they got a very nice swimming pool. So let me show you. So let's take a look around. There's a swimming pool. If you get too drunk, you can always refresh a little bit. And this is an olive tree.
It's not like from a flower store, because this is gardener roses.
Much better. First, let's get some things straight. There's 2 ways to make wine. Classical European wine is when you separate grapes from stalks and press them to make juice. The juice is then fermented in steel tanks. For white wine, the skins are removed. For red wine, red grapes with the skins left in the mix for a variable period during fermentation. Now, traditional Georgian winemaking is different. It's 100% natural, same as it was 8,000 years ago. Grapes, stalks, and skins are thrown in together in a large clay pot known as qvevri that is buried underground. The sediment naturally sinks to the bottom of the pot. The sediment is then removed, and the wine can sit in the clay pot anywhere from 3 months to 4 years.
Сухие, полусухие, полусладкие, сладкие вина. А если вот по цвету есть у нас вот белые, как видите, есть у нас вот красные вина, есть у нас вот розовые. И есть еще вот это вино, которое делается здесь, наша qvevri. Это мы называем янтарным вином.
Rakatsiteli is going to the U.S. Konchkara is also going to the U.S. So it seems like the U.S. is buying a lot of wine from Georgia. Look at this. Tvishi is also going to the U.S. Are you guys familiar with Georgian wine, and have you been buying wine from Georgia?
Если мы говорим, что вино сделано нашим грузинским традиционным методом, это означает, что оно сделано в qvevri, то есть вот в этих глиняных кувшинах. Когда мы делаем классические вина, мы выдавливаем сок, давим виноград и делаем ферментацию сока и получаем вино. А здесь вот вместе с соком винограда, то есть и кожуру, и косточки, и эти гребни, все это вместе сходит вместе с соком. Наши qvevri, двухтонные наши qvevri, несколько раз в день, 5-6 раз минимум, чтобы равномерно этот процесс шел. Мы это все перемешиваем. И вот когда ферментация заканчивается, вот все эти твердые частицы все сходят вниз, оседают, идут ко дну, и вино, вот как вы здесь можете посмотреть, поднимается вверх. Так что он вот так натурально делается гораздо. А когда вот этот процесс уже окончится, мы это все уже потом герметично закрываем, что воздух там не попадал. И несколько месяцев это мы так держим. И, конечно, вот когда мы попробуем, вина qvevri обладают абсолютно другим цветом, получается другой цвет, ароматы абсолютно другие и вкус другой.
Some of the barrels come from France, some are local.
If you want some wine, just take this one. This is old style qvevri.
Wow.
интересно, что нужно в этом вине интересного.
I'm now going to be testing Manavi, and this is a white dry wine. And what makes it special is that it has this protected
Designation of origin.
designation of origin. That's very important. And the word Manavi is actually the name of the village that we're in. It's very good.
Refreshing wine.
Это вот для, чтобы вот палитру очищать.
Убрать, да? Бывает, что кофе используют, можно так.
Да. So it's Georgian bread. It's our sunflower oil, but it's not refined. It's just cold press. So
I can
very
feel it.
aromatized. It's our churchela. So as I told you, it's grape juice, flour mixed, and inside walnuts, and our cheese. Это уже this qvevri. So I told you it's our traditional way of winemaking in clay pots in qvevri. So let's try this. And what's interesting now, you can compare how the technology can affect on color, on structure, on aromas, and on taste of wine. So it is the same variety. So it is Cahetian green, and it's also Cahetian green. As you see, color is absolutely different.
Yes.
Not
Amber.
Not like this. So
It's more orange.
yes, as I told you, the same variety. So this classical type of winemaking is relatively new to us. Just a couple of centuries.
Yes.
2 centuries, not more. It's for centuries and centuries. About 8,000
That's what
years.
I read. That
we are
it wasn't
doing-
until the 19th century that you guys started making European wine. Before that, you only relied on qvevri.
Yes, you're
Yes.
absolutely right. So, please see how it comes on the surface of glasses. Yes, how oily, how very, very. How
Looks
to
oily.
say? Yes,
Sure
yes,
does.
yes.
I love the smell more of this wine because it's like more colorful.
More
the
colorful.
smell. Yeah.
And aftertaste. The finish is very long. When you taste it, you still remember the taste of this wine
Right.
for a long period. Yes.
What about price of this wine?
It's more labor consuming to make qvevri wines. That's why price is higher here. About 35 laris is this wine.
Okay.
It's half, about 17.
17.
It's between them.
And our winery tour continues, and it's just so enjoyable. And you know, I thought it would go at a faster pace, but it's just impossible. We went to one winery, we spent 2 hours tasting wines, admiring everything. The scenery is just like, wow, you gotta make stops so many times. And I'm lucky to have a drone with me. And this is my designated driver. Her name is Lana, you might be familiar. We continue our winery tour, and we have come to the town of Signahi, and we're going to this winery that's called Pheasants Tears. Let's go check it out. So we continue our winery tour, and we have come to the winery called Pheasants Tears. Is that correct?
Correct. It's a Pheasants Tears. It's like it's a fairy tale. When we like wine here, especially Cachet, we say wine was so good, so sane, so pure, like Pheasants Tears. And we took this title because we produce only organic, only natural wine. We use only Georgian traditional method. It's absolutely different to compare other worlds. We love, all world wine, of course. We appreciate everything, but we want to continue this old traditional lines. We use just endemic grapes. We have 500 type of endemic grapes in Georgia. They grow only in Georgia.
Step inside. This house is 200 years old.
The Sapiravi, of course. The Sapiravi is I don't know. It's modern wine.
Modern wine.
I mean, it's a very interesting type of grapes. It's very basic for Cajeti.
Okay.
It's called And then of course Cacitelli, amber.
So it's yellow, but it's dark yellow.
Yeah, we call amber because really like
Looks like amber.
yeah.
So that's
It's
that's
essential
rose
Georgia,
wine.
Yeah.
Okay.
And polyphony, it's 400 type of grapes together.
Oh wow.
We make museum in our vineyard. We plant 400 type of different Georgian type of grapes.
And
together.
this wine has all of them?
Yeah. we make symbolic wine. It's, yeah.
Wow.
Потому что это был город.
Сигнахи — это город купцов и ремесленников, вы сказали?
Да, был так.
Okay.
Slava, this is so gorgeous. Just look at it.
Wow.
I feel like a deja vu. Somehow I've already been here.
Really?
Yeah.
In your dreams? It's a tiny little town with cobblestone streets, but yet it's center of tourism. It gets lots and lots of tourism, and the tourism industry in Georgia is growing. Just yesterday we met people from Thailand, all the way from Thailand. So it's just a picture perfect location, you know. Everywhere you look is like, can I take a picture? Yes, you can take a picture. All right. Oh, I love that old car over there. Look at that. On our way to the next winery, I saw some merchants with cool traditional hats and carpets, so I had to stop and take some pictures.
Пастухи отзывают. Да, пастухи.
Can I try?
Давайте.
Пожалуйста.
And you see this hat? It's called Papaja. And it keeps you warm. You know, sometimes it gets cold and it keeps you warm. And this overcoat on me is also keeping me warm. And so, oh yeah, I need my stick. And where are my sheep? Where are my sheep? I'm telling you, I had 50 sheep this morning. Where did they all go? I think they left me. This valley you see is known as Alazani Valley. It is perfect for winemaking. It's huge, 11,500 square kilometers, or 4.4 thousand square miles. Okay, winery number 3, a Hashemi Wine Resort and Spa. We have come to the wine resort of Hashemi. So let's go inside.
Welcome to the Hashemi Wine Resort and Spa. We are just a new hotel. Actually, we are working 4 years. We have hotel right now, which is 41 rooms. You will see we have the different categories. So with the small gardens, you have directly access to the swimming pool, which is wonderful for in the summer, of course. Actually, we have also as a restaurant wine degustation. We have a Georgian Corner where you can make some Georgian dish to make yourself and degustate, of course, all of them. What you see around the vineyard, so you can in the September it's a wonderful time to collect the grapes and after make the wines by yourself, of course. And the barbecue, what we have outside, you will see the fresh food. It's the best of for our hotel.
Just to give me an estimate, how much is it per night?
From 400 till 650.
Looks
here.
like paradise.
Yeah.
So this is so unusual. They're supplying all their electricity needs with these solar panels. And they said during the summertime, it's 100% they're relying on the solar panels. In the wintertime, kind of combined. But that's pretty cool. That's what it means to go green. And I mean literally, go green. It's green everywhere. Just gonna take a peek at the pool. There's a pool area. Got a couple pools. Whoa, yeah, come on. We got so hungry. We got some local bread, freshly baked bread from a local bakery.
Give me some. Give me some bread. Wow, it's still warm.
Yeah.
Just from the
Just
oven.
been baked. Coming to winery number 4, Cradle Wine Cave. And this is a good example of qvevri. It's a clay pot that Georgians have used for centuries, if not thousands of years.
How big is it?
They can be enormous. They can be enormous. They can be anywhere from 200 liters to like 5,000 liters. They can be just like huge. And this one's actually really, really big. Just imagine trying to fill it up with wine. How many bottles would it take?
Welcome to Hariba Winery. This company was established in 2004. Building of this unique place began in 1959 and was completed in 1965.
Of these bottle of full?
Yeah, so each bottle is real. By the way, the first question of everybody is, are they real? Yes.
Are they for sale?
No, not yet. So, we are aging them, and when they are ready, then we will sell it. So
Oh, okay. So this.
I think after 10 or after 15 years, it will fetch the higher price. So
Yeah.
then we will sell it.
It's a great investment. So you said all these tunnels altogether are 8 kilometers long.
Yeah, 7 kilometers and 700 meters. Wow. Yeah. By the way, this is the biggest tunnel in the whole Transcaucasia and one of the biggest in the world. Do you know that Georgia is the first producer of wine?
No.
No, really. It was proved by the archaeological digs as well.
Right.
Because archaeologists discovered ancient grape and ancient qvevri, which were 8,000 years old. Take out wine from the clay pot, like this.
Oh, that's how you do it. Okay.
Yes.
It's like a huge spoon.
Big spoon.
Yeah, big
And
spoon.
this is the same thing, but smaller. This
I know this one.
grape press. So
It's
here
for-
we used to press grapes with our feet.
Stomping
Yeah.
grapes with your feet.
Yeah, but it was done only by men in Georgia.
Really?
Really. Because by Georgian men opinion, women have changing temperament, and if a woman would press grapes, wine would be as crazy as a woman are.
Oh, wow.
But it was in old time, of course. It's more than 100 years old. Actually. Wow. No.
Ah. Sorry. I think we're parked over there. VIP service. VIP. Winery number 5, Chateau Mukran.
Gamarjoba.
Gamorjova.
Why don't you tell me about this winery?
Very nice. So, welcome to Chateau Mukran. This whole idea belongs to Giwani Winery, prince from royal family of Georgia, Bagrationi family, and he knew the Georgian wine had very big potential to be near to the European wines, but because of structured qvevri, foreigners don't like our wine because it was too heavy for them. That's why he decided to go to France in Champagne and Bordeaux regions and discovered this chateau idea. And in 1878 they made their first wine, and building of the castle was finished. Then in the world happened phylloxera, and his son Constantine had to sell castle to Russian royal family of Romanovs, but then also happened one more revolution and Bolsheviks came. So they had offices in the castle, some theatres, they started to make sparkling wine after World War II, but also soon they made dry law, Mikhail Gorbachev did it, and they were destroying all the vineyards and cellars in whole Soviet Union. In our case, they destroyed all the rooftops of our vineyards and soil got down. And the castle was burned down in the end of the 20th century because they were hiding Georgian bandits known as Mkhedrioneli, and when they were discovered, they burned the castle down to hide their evidence of being here. Rebuilding of castle was starting back in 2002 by 2 Georgians and 1 Swedish investor. And we start to make wine from 2007.
Wow. Quite a story. Now this estate is really big. You got stables, horses.
We have almost everything what Giwani had back in the 19th century. Also, our vineyard is very big. We have 102 hectares of them, and wine we make 500,000 bottles per year.
500,000 bottles per year.
Yeah, and then 60% goes to export, mostly in China.
Wow, that's interesting. China.
Yep.
60% of that. Thank you.
Thank you, Alessandro.
Very nice.
We are in Chateau Mukran, and this restaurant by the name of Samepa Marani was built all the way in 1878. Can you believe that? Let's walk inside and see what it's like on the inside. So today, unfortunately for us, unfortunately for them, they have a big event happening. And so there was no one to give us a tour of wine and everything. We couldn't even eat at the restaurant, but it looks amazing. So let's walk inside this wine cellar. This is what it looked like back in the day. Endless amount of bottles. We are in the wine cellar of Chateau Mukran. So many barrels of wine. Yeah, it even smells of wine. Can you smell it? It smells like wine. Maybe one of the barrels is leaking. This is such a huge estate, and it gives you just the appreciation of the scale that they had in the 19th century over here. Kind of the king's life, you know? Stables and restaurant and palace and everything else. We're sitting in what is called Georgian Corner. Winemaking has been a thing in Georgia for centuries, if not thousands of years. And then how did the Soviet period affect winemaking in Georgia? Well, very negatively, in a way that during the Soviet times they only cared about the amount of production. They wanted to produce more and more and more. They did not care about quality as much. They did not care about the different varieties. So like they have different sorts of grapes in Georgia, like 500 different sorts of grapes. Well, that was limited during the Soviet time to like 8 that were mass produced. So now Georgia has a lot of catching up to do to be on par with European winemakers. And the final winery for today, it's actually the same one I went to with Dari, Sophia and Zach, Mosmieri Wine Center. It's been a day full of activities.
It was really interesting, a long day. Yeah. It started with degustation of wine, Georgian wine. I love it. And then we visited step by step different wineries, and all of them exclusive, unique, and can offer you the best.
So this day is coming to an end. What a beautiful way to end this, with a glass of wine. This is Kinsmari. We got to see a few wineries. A lot of them are so big they're turning into major resorts with spas and swimming pools. And we learned the difference between European winemaking and Georgian winemaking and those huge clay pots that they're using. I see that you ordered something real substantial. What is that?
This is chaharbili from chicken. No, not from. This is chicken chaharbili.
Yeah. Chaharbili.
It's juicy.
Can you please tell me about this place?
First of all, welcome to Chateau and Winery Mosmieri. We opened our winery, it was 2015, and decided in 2017 to create this beautiful restaurant with a huge terrace, with the most beautiful view in Kakheti. Our main point is to have a delicious meals, and our guests were being satisfied. Also in 2019 we opened the chateau. It's 23 rooms, 2 types of rooms with a swimming pool, beautiful gardens, beautiful atmosphere, friendly employees, and a warm heart. So welcome to Mosmieri.
To start this place, someone had to have the vision
So where did that come from?
The owner is Jörg Matthias. He's German and working for several years in Georgia. So he loved Kakheti, and when he discovered this place, the whole project is his project.
Oh,
He
okay,
decided to create a little Toscana in beautiful mountains.
Right.
And people love it.
Right.
And for him, it's most important to have delicious meals. And in our kitchen, in our beautiful restaurant, it's only real Kakhetian best meals. And great wine, delicious
food.
meals, beautiful view, and warm hearts.
What else do you want? Thank you
You
very
are
much.
welcome. Thank you very
Thank you.
much.
But wait, before we end this video, let's finish the wine tasting that we started at the first winery and try the legendary Kinzmarauli wine. And then we'll try the Georgian grape vodka, Chacha.
Первое попробуем вот наш Кинзмароли. Видите? Как чувствуется, да? Какие
Сладкое,
ароматы?
потому что, ну, полусладкое. А я вишню и виноград прям слышу. Ну, виноградный сок, да, он прям насыщенный такой.
Cha-cha. Let's try.
Cha-cha.
Cha-cha. What's the difference between other spirits and cha-cha? For example, vodka, you know, yes, can be distilled from various different products like cereals, maybe grain, maybe rice, wheat, maybe cha-cha. It's 100% pure grape product. That's why, you see, how many aromas you can find, grape aromas inside. Thank you that you came here, that you are my guest today. Maybe you find out something new here, and I wish you that all your trip in Georgia will be very successful and with many good emotions and good experience. So
Thank
to
you.
us, to you.
us,
Yeah.
Saint toast is a big part of the Georgian wine culture. And to that I reply, Kak vimarjos, which means so that we come out victorious. Cheers to that. Kak vimarjos. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I think it was very beautiful. See you in the next one. And also, let me know if you've ever tried Georgian wine and what's your favorite.